The royal family, a historical family that spans generations of English inbreeding, and also Meghan Markle, who rule over England. Do they still do that? Like, I don't actually know what they do now other than just the titles of king and queen and stuff. So I don't really know that much about the royal family, mostly because I haven't really paid attention to The Crown on Netflix, and also because, in my opinion, history didn't begin until 1776. But Kate Middleton is apparently dead, so let's talk about it. So I'm not really one for conspiracy theories, even though the moon landing was fake, the earth is flat, and Elvis, Tupac, and Michael Jackson are all on an island together in the Caribbean somewhere. And you're probably thinking to yourself, oh Keith, you're crazy for believing this royal family stuff, but what I have to say to you is, am I really that crazy? No, seriously. Am I that crazy? So for those of you who haven't been following all this news surrounding the royal family somehow, because it's been everywhere, Kate Middleton, who was the Princess of Wales, which I was confused at first because did that mean she was married to Aquaman? Like, did she control the underwater? But it turns out Wales is like a country in England somewhere. Anyway, so she's just a Princess of Wales. She was admitted into a hospital for abdominal surgery. And at the same time that this was happening, King Charles was also admitted for a cancer diagnosis. And this is important because they were all happening at the same time for some reason. So she gets admitted to this hospital for abdominal surgery. And then she's just not really seen since January publicly, which has led to a lot of people speculating and a lot of people conspiring and saying that she might just, be dead. She might just be dead. So then, like 12 days later, it was announced that she had been released from the hospital and was going home, but was not returning to her royal duties until Easter, which I believe is March 31st this year. And of course, again, me being an ignorant American, I had to go look up what the Duchess of Wales' responsibilities are as like her royal duties. And when I went to go click on the link on the royal family website, it came up with an error message. Now, with there being an error message here, my only thought is that the actual duties of the royal family members are to marry their cousins and sit in big fancy chairs. So then a short time after that, the spokesperson for Prince William came out and said that the prince was more worried about his royal duties and responsibilities and less about posting his wife on social media. Once again, I went back to the royal family website to look at the royal duties of the prince, and I found some pretty interesting things. See, if you look at the royal family website, what actually shows up for the duties of the Prince of Wales are representing the Queen and King at dinners and welcoming foreign dignitaries and attending the Trooping of Color, which from what I've gathered is essentially just the King and Queen's birthdays. So just, if you're following with me here, the entire purpose and roles and responsibilities of the Prince of an entire country is to welcome dignitaries at big fancy dinners and go to his parents' birthday parties. Listen, not for nothing, I do more at 25 years old in suburban New Jersey for my family than the prince does for his, apparently. So we fast forward to March 4th, where Kate is photographed driving around Windsor Castle with her mother. And for those of you who don't know, Windsor Castle is yet another property owned by the royal family. And once again, I'm prompted to ask what exactly they do that they can afford all of these things and rule over this territory. What do they do? Anyway, people said that this could have been easily photoshopped or like an old image or something, but like, what if she's just not dead? Okay, I'm sorry, she's dead, I get it. So after that, on March 10th, Kate posts a picture of her and her 3 children celebrating Mother's Day, which I found really, really strange because Mother's Day is in May, but it turns out that the UK has their own Mother's Day in March. Aren't you special, little dead princess lady? Anyway, she or someone pretending to be her posts this image on social media, and there are a million red flags start flying. They just start going everywhere because this image, it's just photoshopped. It's really, really poorly photoshopped. There's the surface level issues like the weird wrist that was photoshopped on the hand, but then as I got deeper and deeper into looking at the image and I doom scrolled deeper and deeper into royal family drama TikTok, I discovered even more, like the fact that the face that she has in this image is an exact replica of a face from another image, pixel for pixel. And honestly, guys, this is the one that did it for me, because why do you need to Photoshop an image of yourself with your children and use images from before and adjust your wrist and stuff, but use images of the past before your surgery if you're alive and well? So then the next day, Kate comes out with a public statement saying how she was like everyone else and really trying her hand at photo editing. Do you see what I did there? Trying her hand. I'm depressed. People were really caught up in it because at the end of the letter, she signed it C, and people were really thrown off by that, and they started to suspect that it wasn't her, not remembering that Kate is short for Catherine, And a lot of times, Catherine is spelled with a C. And guess what? The princess's full name is Catherine with a C. But again, this poses a lot of questions. Like, why did you feel the need, with all of that, to go and post this image on fake non-American Mother's Day and digitally enhance the image and change the image? Why'd you do it? And everyone criticizing Kate's Photoshop ability really needs to calm down because she's got a lot that she's going through right now. For example, she's dead. So that leads to earlier this week when Prince William and Princess Kate are out and about and they're photographed out like shopping in a marketplace or something. And all I could think about the entire time is that that motherfucker is not real. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to shame someone's physical appearance, especially not someone who had abdominal surgery 2 months ago, allegedly, and popped out 3 kids at any point in time over the last 5 or 6 years. But that just doesn't look like her at all. And it just continues to raise speculation and like pose a lot of questions because what if it's like a body double and what if she really is dead? And like think about it. Why would they want to ban TikTok? They're banning TikTok because we're getting closer and closer to the truth. I mean, listen, Obama went to go visit them the other day. Maybe she is dead. Now, all that being said, I as an American am going to give my unfiltered opinion because that's what every European wants to hear right now. See, because in terms of like the human element of this much drama and poor press is just like unnecessary. Take the death of Princess Diana, for example, right? Before her death, she wasn't really shown in the most positive light by a lot of the English tabloids and the English press. But after her death, she was really looked at and championed for her humanitarian work. Now, if the princess now truly was dead, what exactly would the royal family gain by hiding that information from the public? Because if history has shown anything, they'd get more positive attention and positive support from their people, as well as the world, instead of negative press and conspiracy theories about her fate as current. At the end of the day, I just think this all sums up with something very simple. To this point, we haven't really seen Kate Middleton out and about, other than the 1 or 2 photos that could have been altered or could have been fake or old, whatever. But she hasn't been seen out in public, and that's because in Buckingham Palace's original statement, they said that she wasn't going to be public until after Easter, which is the end of March. So let's all take a deep breath, calm the fuck down, and wait until Easter to see if all of our conspiracies come true. And then I'll put the hat back on. So the royal family drama, what do you guys think is really going on? Do you think that Kate Middleton is actually dead and this is all a conspiracy to try to, like, hide the fact that she's dead? Is there anything that I missed that you guys wanted me to cover? Should I actually go watch The Crown on Netflix? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments down below. And remember to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more lunacy like this. Thanks for stopping by this week's episode of Keith's Knowledge Corner, and I'll see you next week.